I actually play on normal, which is hilarious because there are parts of this that are actually kind of nasty. I need to learn my catch card more. I forgot this game is a loud one. I think I usually have this at like minus 15 decibels. I think. If it's too quiet, I can always raise it up. It should be fine. Notes. Yep. So, we'll get into it as we go along because this is an interesting one. So, 3, 2, 1. Thanks. I was hoping that wouldn't play because I was in a menu, but you know, sure. This time, for real. 3, 2, 1, go. So, let's get on with the first part of why I'm not going to do very well at this speedrun. This hand. This is my right hand. So obviously it's the hand that does the face buttons. The problem with that is that I'm left-handed, not right-handed. And to properly text skip in this game, it's not the old R1 X trick. No. It is spam X and circle at the same time. Which, on my non-dominant hand, I'm going to be fucking terrible at. Trust me, I've already been trying. So... yeah, this is not gonna be... It's not gonna be good. The early game of this feels like vastly more important in terms of doing things right than the later parts of the run. Like with the later parts of the run, there seems to be a bit of, you know, leeway in case like you mess up or stuff like that. But in terms of like EXP, I just can't text match this game. In terms of like EXP, your early stuff for EXP is actually kind of important to go fast. So what we'll be doing is, again, circles confirm. What we'll be doing is doing a whole bunch of heat moves. Now, here's Hirata. If you've ever seen me do a K1 run, you'll know how much I hate this man. Here's one of the good things about OG1. Watch this. Hirata's dead. See? Also, I'm just gonna say it. I'm gonna say it. It's the truth. OG Yakuza 1's OST, much better than fucking K1's. I said it. Get funky. So, you can see that it wants us to do literally every combo. So what I'm going to be doing by the end of this is hoping that I can... That's bad. I'm hoping to be able to push the enemies towards the door. Again, I'm not looking for, you know, perfect fucking gameplay here. It's not going to be good. Is this the weapon one? It's the weapon, right? I wanted the bin in the golf club, not the chair, but... Again, I'm not looking for perfect stuff. Yeah, bin. Thanks. I'll fix it for the next run again. So this is grab an enemy and use, obviously, triple attack. This actually comes up, we use this a couple of times. You can see it's very different than the one that you have in, like, the later Yakuza games. It's an interesting one, but it gives you free access to the heat attack. I want to be on the other side of the room, I'm sure. So I'm going to try and, hopefully, pull people this way. Reason being is that I want people over here, because I want to obviously do the heat attack, but I also want them both here to be able to, like, charge my heat off them. Like so. Obviously you have two enemies. It's like the other Yakuza game. You have two enemies to hit, it's a lot better to build heat off of. Hello. The one thing that I've actually learned when practicing OG1, it might be a bit loud, so I can sit down there. The one thing I've actually learned, I shouldn't have done that, in terms of OG1 stuff, is that you actually want to be a bit patient. Like, it's a little weird. You think, you know, speedrunning, you don't want to be patient. But by being patient, like, the way that Kiryu seems to operate in OG1 compared to... The way that Kiryu seems to operate in OG1 compared to the older games, or the newer games, I should say, not the older games, is that Kiryu basically... I don't know if I need to... It's fine. The way that Kiryu seems to operate in the OG games compared to the newer games is that he doesn't lock onto the enemy per se, but more so the direction. So, if you're aiming at an enemy and they move like before the actual like combo goes off, Kiryu will still fight in that direction. So it's one of those things where being patient actually is a little better in some cases, or a lot of cases actually. Now hopefully I can get this one right. This is very important. I got a bit too quick compared to the game. I can turn it down in a second. Hopefully I got my heat still. I should have punched him once. Hopefully this wall works. Because you want to do your heat moves If you look at the top left at my EXP, you'll see at times... Let me turn it down a bit. There we go. I knew this game was fucking loud.
13 months. More like 13 Northern's fruit mahjong.
Yeah, I love mahjong. You'll see basically in the... Hello? I am not hitting that, thanks. You'll see in the, like, the top left where we... Right, it's OG1. It has the good Serena stairs, not the bad Serena stairs. The top left, you'll see our EXP. So for actually doing certain heat moves, we get more EXP than others. And that's going to be very important at the start for trying to get some upgrades a bit earlier to do a bit more damage earlier. It's like the very, very important thing. That's why you'll see us go for certain heat moves, like killing that guy with a heat move, for example. One important distinction... Oh, right, the back door. One important again, K1 is in my head. I hate it. One important distinction about heat moves in OG Yakuza 1 is that if you end a fight with a heat move, you will keep that heat. Which is very, very important for later. I wasn't left enough. So, this is Tamara and Aoki. Don't ask why they're outside the back of Serena. If you're on the left-hand wall there, you can actually avoid them. completely forgot. So... There's no fight spawns just yet. There's about to be. So let's go and talk about fight spawns in OG1 real quick and how they work, because they're actually very different, and different in an actual good way. So fight spawns are random, whether they turn up. But if they do turn up, they're in fixed positions. So with the knowledge, which I don't fully have, with the knowledge of where fight spawns happen, you should be able to avoid every single fight spawn in the game. Some are tricky, as you will see. As you will very much see. I'm on the right-hand side here specifically to avoid those two. There we go. There we go. And here's the other good thing about OG1. Remember the fact that there is a Hirata refight? You'll see him on the right in a second. There he is. You'll also see me stick to the left because you can walk past it. You can walk past it, and it doesn't fucking matter. That's one of the really nice things about OG1 and 2, is that certain things that should be actually, like, mandatory, they ain't. Just walk past it. So here comes Forklad. Here comes Forklad. The nice thing about Forklad is you don't have to go for the ads in OG1. You just have to go for Forklad. He's a little bit awkward. Now, QTEs in this game is all about timing, really. It's always triangle, which is nice. So you're not going to get surprised with a, hey, you should have done square there. It is literally just a triangle press. So for this fight, for example, I want to build up my heat probably on Matey Boy. Oh, shit. Sometimes he'll break out of your stuff. That was unfortunate on my part. I would like to end him with a heat attack if possible. Please. Just flat EXP. Seriously? I'm not gonna get it now because he's at my throat. I can fix this later on, but this is one of the frustrating things about War. I could actually probably just fix it by taking care of these guys. I just don't want to lose like too much EXP at the start of this. There we go. That one. Again, first run. I'm not looking to be perfect here. But I don't want to be behind on EXP at the start. I really don't. I really, really do not. There you go. I messed up. I split a bit early, but again, that's fine. But yeah, the heat moves in OG1 can be a little finicky. To put it bluntly. Forklad there likes to break out of your grab as well. I do not like him. There's a couple of fights in this run that are going to be very frustrating like that. Certain fights in K1 that are literally the easiest fights you'll ever see in your life are going to be some of the hardest fights you'll ever see. They're the little stretch of Majima, Colosseum, Hayashi. Those fights are fucking terrifying. Especially a certain Jeep from Mook. I've forgotten where the actual fight is.
Hey, any plans on running OG Yakuza 2 as well?
Yes. Punk ass Abe, baby. Top option is the correct option in this video game. Lawful Geek, thank you for the 7 months. I appreciate it. Also, Maria, thank you for the 13 months earlier. Forgot to say thank you. So, this fight is easy, technically. that we're going the wrong way, but it's fine. That's not fine. I need him over at this wall over here, so I'm going to lose heat. As you can see, heat drains real fast. I'm just going to kill him. Heat drains real fast in OG1. Real fast. So... start spamming again. Okay, so... yeah, as I said, it's my non-dominant hand. I cannot mash with 2 different buttons with this hand very well. You might recognize this lady coming up. Not you. Fucking hell, I was too close to this guy. Leave me alone. Huh. Come here. Come here. So you might recognize this sub-story. We did it a long time ago in K1. We're doing it here. We're obviously not paying the money. This one again. Ideally, what we do is we combo him over to that pole and then hit him into the pole. Ideally. Oh, this is bad. Go over there. Yeah, good. This one is also finicky. Come on. If I taunt, I can stop my heat going down. If I taunt, I can stop my heat going down. It's kind of like a it's not get out of jail free card, but it's a if you fucked up button, which I'll make use of a couple of times. Okay, so that's that dealt with. We've got a bit of XP from that, a little bit of money as well. So we're gonna go up here. We're gonna go speak to our informant friend. Once again, swap option. We want to get a level up here. That's the map, you bloody moron. We're going to be leveling up green, which is our tech tree. We want to get it to level 3 because that gives us the full combo. There you go. Now we go. This next fight is also a little bit finicky. I need to hopefully do at least 2 heat attacks. I believe it's 2 heat attacks against Yuya. So... this rat taunts K1, thankfully not. Yeah. I'm just glad it works as like a buffer to stop you losing heat in this game. Because I struggle with the early game stuff. I mean, that's a fight spawn. That guy right there. There you go. So, because obviously I knew he was there, I just knew to stick to the side. And obviously I couldn't stick to the side to get to Stardust anyway. Yeah. Yuya. So... Yuya we now have the full combo for, so what we're going to try and do is we're going to spam this full combo against Yuya and push it towards the pole on the right. This game's fucking loud! So the pole can be used as a heat attack. God. When Yuya isn't being a jackass. I want to push him backwards, but it's not going to happen, so I just use the wall. Again, it's actually one of those in that it's timing based. You don't have to worry, it's always triangle. I had it and I missed it. Yuya. Yuya. Behave. Not behaving once again. Again, I will say this, and I will say this confidently and proudly. I don't have enough for my body level, do I? So I'm already down a little bit of EXP than I would like at this point. It's not ideal. It's not the end of the world. Yeah, 'cause I want to block fest like Yakuza 3. Yeah! Yeah! But the enemies are a lot more... Oops. The enemies are a lot more... I did not mean to save. Leave me alone! Yes. Yes, carry on about it. Yes, I don't want to save my video game. Leave me be. Yeah, it's not as bad as Yakuza 3 because the enemies will actually attack you here. So... The reason why I want my orange tree is because that will give me extra damage when I have full heat, or I'm in my EX mode. So I'm going to want to take care of random ads. Oh, I do have enough for it. I'm stupid. I'm fucking stupid. Yes. That's the one. Right? Yeah, that's the one. So with this, I should now take care of all the normal ads in one combo. There you go. Obviously not the guy with all the HP, but that's fine. Take care of the ads first. Just take care of the bloody ads first. But you can see that with the full combo, enemies aren't actually falling to the ground either. So this is going to be something that we can utilize in some of the fights coming up. And with a fight coming up in Chapter 3, which isn't as impressive as K1's, we are going to be basically changing between the full combo and not the full combo to keep Shimano staggered. Of course, here is... Don't walk into Shinji because you can't speak to him. Shinji in his full costume, his full Sword Art Online costume, of course. Yes. Yes. Thank you. Thank you. As I said, not looking for perfection with this first run. Okay, so you can, the stealth bit at the start of this, completely different. So what we're going to do is going to run to the right of this pack, to the left. You're fucking kidding me, I was too close to this guy. Well, that's fucked it. To the left of these guys, and then to the right of these guys. Okay, I managed to salvage it somehow. Not quite sure how. Hello? Wait, do I have to go back here first? I thought I could just speak straight to the receptionist. Oh, it's inside. It's this. Hi, how you doing? Help me, help me, help me. Fuck. I realize this motherfucker keeps following you. God damn. It's all gone to shit. It's all gone to shit. It's all gone to shit. See, that's the proper way you go for it. That's the way you're supposed to do it. K1 on the brain again. Who the fuck is persistent? Okay, so I do have to go and speak to the guy at the fucking desk first. It should be second then first. First, second also works, but again, this is faster. Cool. Then we go inside. Then we speak to the desk guy. Then we go out. Then we find the morning band, and then we go back to the back. So you might recognize this from K1, just a little block here. Essentially, there's the funeral going on for bloody Chairman Sarah. We're going to find the morning band, and you might remember in K1, the guy comes back for his band, but this ain't K1 that says, fuck you, we're just going ahead anyway. So we don't actually get interrupted here, we go straight to the back, which is nice. Again, improvements over K1. All the fluff is gone. Unfortunately, Masuda here, who is a reasonably exceptionally easy fight in Yakuza 1, is a pain in the ass in this game. The idea of this fight is, pray you don't get knocked down. That's the fight. I'm not joking, that's the fight. This man loves to just basically break out and just do that. That's the fight. Good luck. I'll take that. Not great, but I'll take that. Honestly, that's not bad. I'm not gonna lie. That fight can suck egg. It sucks ass. That fight really does suck. In my practice attempt, I had 3 knockdowns. Here's Shinji. Fuck you, Shinji. Alright, so. Nice gravel effect, by the way. You might remember in K1 that we actually buy weapons here. Surprise, we're buying a weapon here. I'm buying a very good weapon here, actually. It's just the... It should just be the brass knuckles, if I remember rightly. Which should be... These ones? Let me just check. 250, yep, that's the one. Thank you. We don't equip those just yet. So, weapons in this game are interesting, especially the brass knuckles, because the brass knuckles... They have durability, but their durability is a little different to how you would expect. Also, you don't have to go in first person and mess around with portraits, thank God! Exploding laser, thank you for 13 months. Once again, like K1, would you believe, Sofa's good. So we want to try and, like, grab everybody. I say grab everybody. We'll kind of, like, make everybody get together here. Not with the ashtray. The one thing that I don't want. Sofa, here, thank you. Remember when I said a bit of patience sometimes works better in terms of K1? Use strong attacks. Ow. It's not good. Again, patience to turn around. There's strong attacks. But ideally, this guy is not with everybody. You want everybody together so you can just, like, massively whack them like that. And now I'm just going to take care of the rest because I got my heat. It's not ideal, but it's fine. I'll take this spare healing item just in case. Knowing me. It's like Yakuza game. It's a little more awkward in OG 1 and 2. Like, OG 2 is a bit better for grabbing stuff, but 1 is a bit... So, for the first outside bit, what we're going to be doing is taking care of the normal enemies. You can see there's some large lads with some of the lanterns. We're going to be taking care of them quite simply by grabbing and using the QTE. Look at that. Nice and beautiful. There's another one over here. You can use either the wall or get knocked on your ass or throw them in the pond, because the pond is always fun, isn't it? I'd like to actually... Yeah, I saw it coming. This is an intro with OG1 is that enemies do love to be aggressive as well. Again, it's always timing based. You will never miss those QTs when you realize one, it's timing based, and two, it's always triangle. So again, there should be another large lad here. It's this guy, which unfortunately I didn't mean to grab first. Thank you for knocking me out of that, actually. That helps. And he's off. The nice thing about the throwing him in the pond, no QT. Insta dead. And again, as I said, Kiryu kind of like locks onto a direction rather than enemy, so sometimes patience is a little better. It's kind of the same as like your other Yakuza as well. You don't want to go too hard on combos like I'm doing at the minute, because Kiryu will just keep attacking. So the nice thing about the next few bits is we don't have to deal with these guys. We can just ignore everybody here. Please don't grab me. Thank you. Not too happy with my HP, but funnily enough, like K1, Shimano isn't usually a problem. He's not one-shotable in this game, unfortunately, but he's not too bad. So I don't remember if I have to hang around here just to get all of their attention first, but I'm going to be making sure I've got all of them. Going to be running down here into the room here to get all their attention. Going down here to grab this healing item, and then hitting everybody as they're together. There is a large lad. I can see him. I can see him. Okay, so again, if you can get the large lad, obviously use the wall heat move. Nice. Very nice. Do that. So again, just be a little careful with where Kiryu is. There we go. That's one too many attacks. Second large lad. Ah, oh, you ass. Nice. Okay, cool. That's not too bad. So you'll recognize this is where the backup comes in. We're going to ignore all of this. We're just going to keep walking on. Okay, the soundtrack. Clunk. Soundtrack. We're essentially fixed camera angles and movement. You all know the drill from the old PS2 era. We're just going to be carrying on and getting to old Shimano at this point. So, oh, kind of forgot that angle happened there. Again, the movement stuff is something you get used to over time. Like, it's something that I'm not fully used to yet, so it's something that, you know, over a good couple of runs will be much better. So this place before, honestly, I know it's a PS3 version of the PS2 game, but even on PS2, this place looks pretty good. So here's Shimano. Thankfully, I have a spare healing item just in case shenanigans happen. They shouldn't. Shimano's not too bad. We're going to be doing full combos and then changing to non-full combos when he's staggered. So, just keep... Oh, that's... Wow, I'm surprised he didn't hit me. That's lucky. I did not mean to do that because now he goes on the floor, so that's my bad. That's when I should have changed to a non-full combo. There you go. So just change your full normal combo when you get to that point. When he's guarding, just do your full combo. When he's not guarding, don't do a full combo. Apart from the whole letting him drop there, it wasn't bad. Okay with that. So again, he's not one-shottable like he is in the, obviously, K1, but honestly, that fight's not that scary, which is kind of surprising, because you would feel like it would be, but it's actually not. It's surprisingly not. Okay, so... This is where some of the fixed fights come into play, and they're also kind of nasty. There's a nasty scripted fight outside of Bantam coming up. It will always be there. There is a way to... I say Bantam, it's Bacchus, blah, blah, blah. You'll be able to get past it when you know where it is. It's not too bad, but it is one of those that will take you by surprise. Knowing me, I'll fuck it up. So, stick to the right here. It's that guy there who's smoking. And there we go. Is this where I speak to... No, this is where we take a little bit of a detour. That's right. That's right. So this is where things are going to change up from K1 quite considerably. So what we're going to do is we're going to intentionally go not to Serena, nor to go get the dog food for now. Instead, we're off to Club Debola. There's a couple of things that we want from Debola. Keep an eye out for fight spawns here, because there are some that can appear here. Okay, certainly there's one ahead of me up there I can see, but it's fine. Just we don't go that way. Just be a little careful. Again, I'm not fully aware of the fight spawn locations, but I know what I'm looking out for, which is good.
Yeah.
Now remember, Debola, you don't even have to press circle to go inside, which is a bit weird for once. So what we're going to do is go in the wrong side, because fuck you, that's why. Grab our first locker key here, and go into the dance floor, and grab our second locker key. Over yonder. There it is. We'll be back here later. This is the spot where a boss goes out of bounds. If we can get it right, which I hope so. So let's leave. We're taxiing, aren't we? Yes. So we're going to be a little careful coming up here. There's sometimes a fight spawn on the left-hand side. So just want to be a bit careful. There it is, I think. Yep, I see it. On the left, it's that guy. Yep. Top option, I believe? Yes, top option. Yep, that's Nakamichi Street. Cool, so we're going to go into Don Quixote. There's a fight spawn running after me immediately. Fuck you. I'm going to be going very fast here because this can get me copyright claimed on YouTube, so... So fighting with the lunchbox icon. It is this one. No, don't DMCA me. If the lyrics are, then I'm in trouble. Goodbye. Cool. So, you fucker. I should have done the top option. It's fine. It's fine. Okay, so be a little careful down here. You can get a fight spawn down here. That guy in the white coat we'll be back to see in a little bit. No fight spawn here. That's nice. Now you'll get to see the cool thing that I've been talking about a couple of times in regards to K1 and OG1, in that this little entrance to Serena, there's this little inside bit. It's really cool. I like it a lot. I really like it a lot. I don't know why they removed it, but it gives it that little... It's nothing that, like, adds anything, but it's like, it gives it that little bit of aesthetic feeling. I really like it. I don't know why they got rid of it. Like, I really don't know why. So... Hideout, as you can guess, we're now going to head back to the bar, and at this point, we're going to be using this little lift that's here. It's a little bit faster than walking down the stairs, especially if you can't operate stairs. Hi, that's me. Want to be a little careful. There should be a fight spawn here somewhere. It's there in the middle. I fucked up. I fucked up. Should not have dragged it that way. I should not have dragged it that way. Hi, you. Don't care. I dragged it exactly the wrong way. If you stick to the right, you can get past it. That's what I wanted to do. I didn't move over to the right quick enough. Again, it's one of those that you know about and you should be able to deal with, but I just fucked up in my way. I think there's one to the bottom here, if I remember rightly, so I'm kind of in the middle just to be a bit aware. That guy at the top is one. Go over and open up the coin lockers. Wait, was that where I was supposed to get the... No, that wasn't where I was supposed to get the thing. Okay. So make sure. So 41 and 44. This is going to be the beads and the feather, which I'm sure Tap can tell you. Tap can tell you what they do. I want the beads on, I believe. Check. Put the angel belt. I want the belt. The angel belt. Because I got them in the lockers the wrong order. That's why. Is this where I... No. Okay. Blue soul to 4 to get stability. I should have done that while I was in my menu. Thankfully, I should have enough, I think. Good. Okay, so EXP is going well so far. Happy with that. Fight spawn there. Fuck you, my dude. Fuck you, my dude. I went too far. Went too far. Run will now finish, yeah. Tam might be able to tell you why, at least I'll get some EXP this way. Tam might be able to tell you why the bell is important here. I don't fully know. We'll be interchanging it with the beads at points. Excuse me. Yeah, funky. Again, one of these things that will be easily fixable later. We will be getting Essence of Finishing at some point during this run, not just yet. We don't have the, obviously, XP for it. Well, makes enemies less aggressive. Okay, there we go. It's pretty nice. Okay, so... the one that I'm worried about is on the way back with Haruka. That's the big one that I'm actually worried about. I should have got him stuck on the fence or gone the other way for that one, but oh well. It's the one that the big one that I'm worried about is the one we go back with Haruka. That I know what to do with that one, but it still scares the shit out of me. I need you to piss off after I accidentally spoke to you, my dude. Anyway, here comes the white gang. We're going to heat action certain ones. Obviously, everyone that has a HP bar, which is the large lads and the leader. Game is loud. Everybody else is getting a full combo. So come with me. I wanted to grab the big guy while I saw him. Here is the legendary fart jacket, by the way. There goes the legendary fart jacket, I'm afraid. Takes care of that. The other large lad is over in that direction. He usually stays over there, which is a pain. Actually, he's not in a bad place, yeah. The vending machine in here is a massive pain in this. Who's alive? Oh, you. Thought everyone was dead. Yeah, no, it literally says fart in giant green letters. If I get into any other random fights, which is highly likely, you'll probably see it. Pretty much the Yakuza mood, notice Takasugi's accent. He's literally right there. When you notice him, it's like, oh my god, it's Takasugi. Like because he's not a big actor in it. Like he's like a part-time like player in the movie, but he's there. So give the doggy food. Save the dog. We don't need a plate. We don't need water, unlike K1. We just need dog food, and there we go. This is the part I hate. This is the part where I'm being very, very, very careful. I actually very much dislike this part. I'm likely going to get into a fight here. There's one in particular that I have been struggling with avoiding so far. I wish I could remember where the others were as well, but I don't. Go down. I want to go down Nakamichi. Now if I cross here, we should be fine. The next one is the one that I'm worried about. The next one is the one I'm very, very worried about. Because there's a fight coming up ahead of us here that is a massive pain in the backside. It's this guy. So I'm hoping he goes on the fence here. I got too close to him. I was trying to move to the right. You saw I was trying to move to the right because I knew I was too close to the fence. So what you want to do is get him stuck on the fence and then walk past him. Again, not looking for this run to be absolutely perfect, which is good because it's definitely not. I just let him get closer to the street. Okay, Kiri just goes in that direction. Oh my god. Might be slightly problematic health-wise for the Hayashi fight. We'll see. He out-attackable against. Alright, that sucks. I do. I'm just gonna punch him down. But yeah, that's the entire one that I was worried about. That one right there. Like, that was the one fight that I've been worried about this whole chapter. I struggle with this one. I know exactly what I need to do with it, but I just keep messing it up. So that's half of what you want to do. Now, if I remember right, there was another fight coming up here. Yep, that we need to run down and... Oh, it was there. Fuck. You need to run down and then kind of semicircle around to get past him. I thought the top one was the one that I actually aggroed him on, but I just realized he wasn't chasing me. Either way, I won't be low on EXP. That's that's a nice thing, I guess, but it would have been better if I hadn't actually gotten into any fights. In fact, I should have a spare healing item just in case things go wrong. Just go over there for now. But as you can see, extra fights really lose you a lot of time in this run. Close enough. One of these days, I will hit the heat attack on the wall. At this point, just end the fight. Fair enough. Yeah, the original OST was a lot more techno, which is, I don't know, kind of cool. I avoided that one in my second practice attempt of this, so I'm kind of upset that I actually hit that one. It's fine. Again, it's one of those things that, yeah, as Xana says, it is actually quite hard to do. And again, just use a lift. Use a lift. See? I don't know why they got rid of this. Like, it's such a nice little, like, you know, it's not like the biggest, like, thing ever to have a small corridor like that, but it's kind of cool. It makes things, like, you know, a little more homey and makes the elevator make sense. Alright, speak to Haruka. That's the wrong option. It's the bottom option you want. Yep. This one is... This one's left, because you can avoid the... Unlike K1, you can avoid the police cutscene. I can't remember where the fight spawn is along here, though. I thought there was one that can be along here. So what we're going to do is we're going to be going all the way up here. Just in case there's a fight spawn in the corner. Yeah, I know Haruka. I'm trying not to hit a specific cutscene, my dear. We should be good now, I believe. Nope, that's the one. There it is. Cool. There we go. That's the one you want to avoid. And then we go into the main tab. Cool. So, as you all know... Alright, stairs are here. Stairs are here on OG1, not down the end. Again, K1 on the brain. The main tower is shaped differently. That's going to be a factor here, and it's also going to be a factor later on in the finale. Cool. I don't... This is where the hard fights begin, or where the kind of tricky fights begin. I'll preface that I'm not... I'll preface that I'm not great at the next couple of fights. Beginning with this next one. I'm very, very much not good at this fight. So, I thankfully have a spare healing item just in case things go horribly wrong. It is, of course, Hayashi. Get that arrogant motherfucker. So I'm going to try and have him over here. I'm going to try and use heat moves against him as much as possible. I messed up my timing. Did that too early. I'm guessing this isn't a spot I can do a heat move in, so I need to bring him over here a bit. I could do it from there. It's because I turned around. Stop. Build my heat up again. I might be okay just to do normal attacks against him, considering I've had a couple of random fights. Really? Come on. I'm gonna go just in case. I don't trust it. Yeah, by the way, enemies can grab you on wake up, which is my big problem with a fight coming up. Hayashi. He's being a pain. He breaks out of your grab really early. Okay, just... I was going to throw him to the ground at this point. Over to the left. Alright, fuckers. You go there. Get my heat back. Mix-side grabbing Hayashi. Go down. Stop on him again. You don't have to kill any of the ads in this fight. I need to hit him with a heat move, preferably. But, again, it ain't going well, so fuck it, I'm gonna punch him. Fuck it. I've had enough of Hayashi and his bullshit. Again, that's something I can be better at next time. Ugh, I hate that fight. I hate that fight. That fight and some of the fights coming up are just a pain. I hope that hasn't fucked me too much for EXP, but it shouldn't, considering... I have to speak to Gatsy, don't I? Considering that I've had a couple of extra fights, it should be okay. It should be okay. It's purgatory time. OG1, OGK1 is definitely a pain in the ass. OG1 is... It's a little awkward in places, but I wouldn't say it's, like, necessarily terrible. Like, I actually, through my practice and, like, realizing that this run requires just a bit of patience, honestly, this run isn't that bad. Like, I don't get the things here, do I? We need to speak to that guy at some point for pocket issues. I don't think it's here. I think it's later. I guess I could get them now if I wanted, but... Should be the top option? Cool. Okay, so what I should do here, in a second... I recognize this cutscene as Hobos with Gun. Right-hand toilet for this game, not K1. Yeah, as Xana says, like, when you realize what to do, it's actually not that bad. But again, the game requires just a bit of patience. Now, of course, it is the Colosseum, so we need to unequip our feather. Or our bell. Unfortunately, the Colosseum can be very painful. It's not like K1 where we one-shot everything, unfortunately. There's one fight in here that's not bad. And there's two fights in here that can be very bad. I have a personal hatred of the G Pramuk fight. Gary can be bad, but usually isn't from my practice. Although I absolutely very, very much hate G Pramuk. G Pramuk can fuck off. Do not like that man. That man attacks you on wake up. I do not like that man. I've got to stop going into my menu. The forest is in this, and he does not still wear a shirt. So, D. Feldman. D. Feldman's nice. D. Feldman's the easy one. He looks like he's aged a little bit in this game. He's also, listen, he's also got a bit of flabby tits going on. G. Feldman is literally this. I hope that doesn't happen to you, which does happen. But the nice thing is, he's not actually that dangerous. He just does that. That messes you up just, you know, a tiny bit. G Pramuk. I hate this fight. So, we're going to be doing one quick level here. We want a better grab. And we want one in our blue to be able to get that. This chapter is just a pain. This chapter, I could understand why it kills runs. So, one in blue. This gets a better grab. I'm staying away because he has a wake up. Stopping my thing going down. Okay, fair enough. He dodges a lot and grabs you on wake up, and basically is a pain in the ass. Yep. I hate G Pramuk. I hate G Pramuk a lot. He doesn't want to cooperate with that anymore. That's fine. It's time to just punch him. So I've lost my heat now, which sucks. Because I've lost my heat, I've lost a little bit of my damage. Should have got it. Yeah, because I lost my heat and I dropped him out of this combo, I'm now in a bit of trouble. Now in a big bit of trouble. I hate this man. I very, very much hate this man. No. Enough for your bullshit, thank you. I hate that fight. Delay the final kick, yeah. See, that's the thing that I'm missing 100%, so appreciate that. Alright, now for Gary. So for Gary, what we're gonna do is gonna try and stun lock him by alternating full and not full combos when he's basically at the point that we don't want to use them anymore. Which would be that point. Not horrible, not great. It's fine. It's fine. J-Promook is pretty much the nastiest one there, but Gary can ruin your day. Gary can sometimes really ruin your day. Okay, we are going to specifically go and see Old Man Kamaki at this point. We want to do a specific training with him. He is going to get us a sword stance, which I think is better damage with swords. Which is actually very, very useful and going to be very, very useful in the later half of this run. It's like a good old camera inside of Purgatory. It's not happier points. It's definitely not happier points. So Kamaki's not actually hiding out over here. unlike in again K1, he's not here. He's all the way down here. So you want to make sure we run down here. That camera. Camera does make me nauseous in this game somehow. Ojingu and OG, not actually too bad. He can be a problem, but honestly, he's not actually that bad. So this is the which are we? This is the. So the sword training to get the sword stance. So we have to hit all of these. When we build up our heat, you'll see us take them down in a single combo. Get funky. So now you see we take them down in a single combo instead, which is nice. And here's our new stance. As you can see, less combos, good damage. You will see this a lot in the later half of this run. Cool. So, OST, the OST is great. OG1's OST is better than K1's. I'm saying it. So, what I want to do now, before we go into this fight, we are going to be equipping 2 items, the Knuckles and the Belt. Now, the Knuckles are an interesting weapon. We bought them back in Chapter 3. The Knuckles have 5 durability to them, which you would think, oh, that's terrible. Why are you going to use those? The durability is attached to the spin attack on Circle and not your normal attacks. Now, the bombs don't exactly have a lot of HP, but you can see that they're going down pretty quickly. So, yeah. The brass knuckles in conjunction with the upgrades that we've got so far are going to do good damage for us. The downside is we can't grab enemies to do like throws or heat attacks with them, but ideally we shouldn't have to, and we're going to be getting the Essence of Finisher soon anyway, so we will have obviously a heat attack we can do. Which taxi is this one? Second. Sir, thank you. Don't walk into the person you want to speak to in this game. There is a fight spawn along here. I want to say it's on the right, so I want to come out onto the street. It is. It's there. Be careful. There is also one to the left, so just be aware of that. At least there can be one to the left. I know that for certain. Not saying I ran into that during practice, but I may have run into that one during practice. There's that one as well. Fuck, I thought I was far away enough. I wasn't. Sorry, I'm building heat. I don't want to lose any HP before the next fight is the problem. Because the next fight is probably the worst one in the run, honestly. Just because it's very finicky. And I mean, very finicky. I'm actually kind of glad he did that. Okay, so. Wait for it. Let's actually go to the back center this time. Get stuck in the stairs as you do. So, you'll know what's coming. You'll know what time it is. You'll know what time it is. It's time you walk forward one step. So, first things first. Deal with the minions. In this fight, we might be getting 1 or 2 orange upgrades if my HP gets too low. PS2 era Majima, folks. So Majima is, as you can probably expect, a massive, I don't know why I turned that, massive pain in the ass, to the point where we're going to be hoping to get him into a corner and for him to never leave. But the problem is Majima doesn't like sitting around. So we're going to go into this corner, and we're going to hope that Majima comes over here after us. Oh, but... Almost. If I can keep him here, this is a gorgeous Majima. No, he's out. Shame. That actually started off as a very, very nice Majima. That was a very good start. That's a very, very good start. Yeah, I have to, just in case, I think. It sucks. I don't want to use, like, that much in terms of my EXP at this point, but to get a little bit of HP to not die, kind of important. I didn't need to in the end. Come on. Such a shame. Okay, maybe I did. Yeah, that's a shame. Like, it started off pretty good. Hold on. Okay, there we go. Should be good. Should be able to hear me again now. Did I split? I did not split. Oh, well, I just split there. It's fine. It's whatever again. It's first run. It's fine. Okay, so. Chapter 6. Chapter 6. We're going to be now getting... Whoops. We're now going to be getting the... Sorry, I'm a bit flustered after that. We're now going to be getting the pocket tissues. So, when we go and get the pocket tissues, there is Mugetsu. That's not a fight, don't worry. There is going to be the... Or there should be the fight spawn in front of the pocket tissue guy. I don't remember which side the fight spawn is here. I think it's in the middle. Stick to the right, we should be fine. Yep, there it is. See that guy? He's fight spawn. Now, as we go to get pocket tissues... No fight spawn! Yo, let's go. Oh, wait. So, first option on the taxi. I should never be going that way. I don't know why I did. Those pocket tissues that we got are going to be used for a sub-story later. Said sub-story is going to give us a bunch of money. It's going to be the money that we use for the gambling hall, I believe. I mean, it's the PS2 era. Like the game for a PS2 game, this game was actually gorgeous. Like, honestly, like both this and OG2 were very, very technically impressive for the time. Like, genuinely so. Like, genuinely so. Okay, so you all know what's coming up soon. It's gonna be Takashi. And of course, it's gonna be fucking Takashi every fucking time. So we've got to stop pressing start so much. So that sounds pretty good. That is because this is the PS3 version. This is not the PS2 version. In terms of which versions are the best for the speedrun, the PS2 version, the PS3 version is the best version. Then I believe it's PS2. And the Wii U version is in third. You would think that the last two would be the other way around. No. 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 The Wii U version is rough. The Wii U version is actually fucking rough. Okay, so what I want coming up is... Ads first. So we'll just be punching Takashi, as you can probably expect. But with the B King, we do things a little differently. Which option is it? First? Second. Yeah, it's first Nakami. Yeah, the HD remakes are only in Japan. Again, I want to get onto the street real quick. Again, be careful of fight spawns. That guy. It's the other side this time. Fuck. Yeah. Again, it's stuff that I'll know for the next couple of runs. It's just one of those things. I'll start with heat against Hayashi at least. That's a nice thing, I guess. Oh, never mind. I should probably take off the knuckles and do the heat attacks against the large lads. Already have enough. Something I probably do with all the extra, bloody fights I've gotten into. Just give me 100 G. Come on, dude. Alright, so, batting center. So, if you'll remember Yakuza 1, this is where we deal with Takashi's problem by punching him in the face. As you do. I'm actually going to try and see if I can get it now. Ahead of time. I probably shouldn't, but it should be fine. Yeah, it's fine. Oh, it's more than fine. So, that's your essence of finishing. That will be used in the next fight. Okay. So, I want to take care of the ads first, and then we take off the knuckles afterwards. So, this is the B King. The B stands for baseball. Surprise. We've got the level 1 in blue, so we do the grab and the knockdown, that's right. So, again, take care of ads. Okay. Again, that's the whole be patient with the targeting. Go into your menu, take off your knuckles, do your grab and your attack, and then do this. And a wake-up attack. Good. Thank you. Now I'm gonna have to attack you. Fuck you. Well, you know what? I'm just gonna fucking do this and stomp you. Pain in the ass beaking. I hate this man. Beaking is walloping on me. Unbelievable. It's probably best, even if you drop him, to probably just do that, I suppose. Because otherwise he's just going to do that and knock you down. Yeah. Yeah. Terrible fight. Awful fight. God awful fight. Okay, so I needed to do more heat actions there, but with the amount of extra fights I've gotten into, I should be okay. We know that Takeshi has run off to Debula, so we're off there ourselves. Do I remember where the fight spawns are? Do I fucking bollocks? Is it the other route I wanted rather than this road? One does not simply remember. By the way, remember for later when we need to go to Club Sega? Club Sega is actually not on the corner. It's there instead. Very important, that. Very, very important, that. Ah! Camera angles. Is this the... No, this is not Knuckles yet, 'cause we need to use their knives, don't we? That's right. We need to use their knives. So, we want to try and get one of their knives and use it against the boss for a heat attack. Hopefully twice. Yes. Ow. That's not the... There's the boss. Nice. This fight is nasty. Do not want to have to use the other healing item I got. Out of my way, please. I tried to dodge that and I did not. I'm probably going to die if I do not heal right now. I hate this. I do not want to heal, but... I want the actual knife, please. I'm trying to turn around again. I'm not being patient enough at the moment. I'm not being patient enough. That's my problem. I'm not being patient enough. Oh, that's bad. That's very bad. That is very, very bad. I'm not being patient enough. I need to be way more patient than this. Okay, so... Thankfully, unlike K1, the game actually warps you back to where the florist is. Take notes, K1. And of course we get the green one. Or in this game's case, a knife. Yeah. Shouldn't finish that combo. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, world record is 2 hours. This isn't going to be anywhere near it, and I don't care. Like, first run is always terrible. Second run's going to be terrible as well, to be honest. But that's the nature of speedrunning. You never expect your first run to be good, and if you expect your first run to be good, you're deluding yourself. The first run is always a baseline. It's always a baseline for, you know, okay, this is how this should go, this is how this should be. My aim for this run is hopefully a sub 230, but honestly, with the amount of extra fights I've had so far, nope. We're moving the goalposts a little bit to sub 245. The nice thing about OG1 is, much like K1, the end game is actually a lot faster than the early game. Like, the end game goes by very fast. I think I want the first option? Yes, got Nakamichi. Survived? Hopefully, we'll see. We will see. Just be sure to bop that. Hopefully. Hopefully. That's one on the left. You can see it. Look at that guy. I avoided a fight spawn for the first time in 2 chapters. Hooray! Christmas miracle. So, Drunk Date. Drunk Date. The nice thing about Drunk Date here is that we can actually skip a couple of things that we do. Wait, that's not Drunk Date. It's later Haruka. That's chapter after. I'm thinking of chapter after. We can just do things fast here, which is nice. It depends on the Yakuza. Like, there's some that have kind of long end games. There's some that have kind of weirdly long mid games. I'd say Zero, for instance, has like a weirdly long mid game section. It definitely has like a long first chapter and a long last chapter, but like then it gets kind of shorter, and then the middle bit is kind of a drag. Kiryu's part, at least. Like that chapter 10 for Kiryu is just, man, that's long. It's like too long. Like, okay, so. Off to the Champion District. Am I running to the Champion District? Hold up. Oh, taxi. Again, I went full on K1 mode where it was just go taxi when at some point we want to run across town. I just have to remember when that is. I think it's with Haruka, actually, for the gambling hall. Fairly certain it's with Haruka for the gambling hall. Now, there is a fight spawn. This guy, we're going to pay him the money. There you go. So, again, we fight him in K1. In OG1, we pay him the money. That's how we used to do it in the original K1. There should be a fight spawn. There can be one around there, I'm fairly certain. I know I'm not that crazy. I'm sure I saw it in my practice. Hello. You want the 40-year-old this time? It's not the 25-year-old. It's the 40-year-old this time. the actual drink de-aged during OG1 to K1. Return to Stardust, which is via the taxi. Yeah, it's weird. Some sub-stories are voiced in K1, but not a lot. And then there are some that were voiced in this that aren't voiced in K1, but there are others that are. It's a little weird. K1 is a very weird beast. A very, very weird beast. Michi. Stardust. And just be careful in case there's the fight spawn in front of the tissue guy. Which there isn't. And then again, be careful there's the fight spawn in front of the sign. Which there isn't. Fight spawn on the left, he's the guy in green. Oi. Again, that's the nice thing. The fight spawns may be random, but they're at least in the same positions. So if you know where they are, you know to avoid them. Again, I do not know. I'm stupid. Right, this guy. Knuckles, yeah. You want to leave this fight with heat, so we're not going to finish it with, obviously, or fail to finish it with, obviously, a heat attack. But we want, and Knuckles on. Hope everybody else kind of, yeah, comes over to me in this time. Again, I didn't turn first. Again, patience. Put that down. I'm guessing I should not be finishing my combos here to not knock them to the ground. Apart from this guy that goes down in the attack. Yeah. Okay. This is where we're going to be running across the city, but we aren't going to be doing anything else. Mostly because the only closest taxi is Nakamichi, so if we run to the Nakamichi taxi, we're just going to be tagged into the same spot, which... no, that ain't happening. This is the run that I don't remember some of the fight spawns on as well. So, what we will be doing is we're going to be equipping the knife that the florist gave us. So we're going to our menu here and put our knife. We're going to be using a specific combo against Shota. Again, one of the nice things about OG1 is that a lot of the fights that occur... That's fine, right? A lot of the fights that occur... I got lucky with that. In OG1, you actually don't have to deal with the minions, you just have to deal with the boss. And it's the same for Shota. To the right. So this is Date's daughter Saya, by the way. Date's gone to do a dumb thing. What that man was doing on the street corner there, but... So, for Shota, we're just going to ignore the minions, and we're just going to do a 2-hit combo on Shota the entire time and try and stun lock him for the entire fight. That's why I'm not worried about my HP. That's a 3-hit combo. That's why you don't do a 3-hit combo, folks. Unfortunately, I'm using up my durability for this. Date! I'll just do this because it's not great, but... Oh, that used up my... They dropped my dagger, you fucker. Come here. Stop doing that. Please only do a 2-hit combo. I'm gonna die. It's fine, I'll just fucking punch him out. Not good, but I'll just punch him out. We don't need the knife after this, I don't believe, so it's fine. Not a good fight, but I didn't die, so I'll take that, I guess. I didn't lose the video game, so sure, maybe. Not good. Very not good. Lovely. Oh, don't die. Try not to. Okay, so it's Lucky Beads time. If one of Xana or Tap could explain why we equip the beads, that'd be great, because I don't remember. I think it's for the gambling, right? It should be for the luck, right? So, actually do the thing. Thank you. Beads. Beads is no encounters. Oh. Don't run that way, because that takes you into Serena, because you're an idiot. I didn't realize the beads were no encounters. Holy shit. The beads on despawn it. Oh. I had no idea. Huh. That'll explain why I didn't have to worry about fight spawns when I did this. Holy shit, that's heavy tonight. I've already running the wrong way, but we're going to the tattoo parlor, as you can guess. Once again, there's not that many taxi options in OG1, so nice leisurely stroll. How's everyone doing tonight, by the way? Sorry that I can't look too much at chat. You can tell with like the changing camera angles that sometimes I have to pay, you know, a little bit of attention. Also, sorry for not streaming yesterday. I had a really bad hernia attack while I was asleep, which completely shredded my throat and my chest. And then the only option I had for dinner was spicy enchiladas, which you can probably guess exactly what that did to the fact that my esophagus was already shredded in the first place. Fucking pain is the response to that. Oh yeah, hey, how you doing, bud? So yeah, sorry about that. So I actually napped off most of the night. That's why when I woke up it was like midnight. So. And going back to Daddy. Doing good? Nice. Yeah, there's... on the PS2 version, like, it's not stutter between, like, the different angles, but it takes, like, a second longer than, like, the PS3 version. Like, it is... I must admit, it is kind of... I would like to see OG 1 and 2, like, the HD versions, like, as a legacy release, but I understand why they're not. But honestly, like, they're still worth experiencing. Like, both OG 1 and 2 are still very much worth experiencing. They're still good. Again, I've said it before, I'll say it again. OG 1's OST better than K1's. I hate you to pocket tissue guy. I got too close to you. I hate you. I hate that, man. I hate that, man. So the nice thing about what's going to happen, this is the part where Haruka gets kidnapped, surprise, and we have to go and find her. Now, unlike in K1, where you have to speak to a whole bunch of different NPCs, you can expedite the point. That was out. That was not speak to Date. I wish that was speak to Date. So you can expedite the point quite a bit in OG1. Like, we don't have to speak to the informant in Theatre Square, for example. We also don't have to check every single one of the parks. We can just go straight to the actual correct one. OG1 cuts out, I say cuts out a lot of the fluff. K1 adds a lot of fluff. that's the correct terminology. It's like this whole time, I'm holding right on my left stick. To run up here, I'm holding right. Like, good old PS2 games and how the camera works. Good old, like, isometric camera angles. Just remember Club Sega is in the middle. Did I seriously get too close to the fucking pocket tissue guy again? I just want more pocket tissues. You really don't want to get, like... It doesn't matter if you get too many. You only want the one for the sub-story. Club Sega. So, much like... Right, idiot. Much like OG1. Oh, OG1. This is OG1. Much like K1. Speak to those two. Then we want to go to the park on the other side of the map, which obviously we're going to taxi to. There's no golden blackjack this time, folks. Which is... Oh, wait. First of all, before we go, very important. Oh, the fight spawn? It is a fucking fight spawn. I fucking forgot this guy. I absolutely forgot this guy. I thought he was going to run back up to the top. That's why I stayed there. Sub-story guy. Yeah, fuck this guy. I'm just going to kill you with your own golf club. Yeah, funky. The reason why I'm coming up here is not for that sub-story. It's for a different sub-story. Pretty much lots of the Yakuza games contain one sub-story like this, where some guy's stuck in the toilet and he needs some pocket tissues. So, thankfully for this guy, we have some pocket tissues for him. He's going to give us a bunch of money. Do appreciate that. And then we taxi. Should be... second slot? Yes, that's Nakamichi. Yep. Okay, so we're going down to the parking lot down the bottom. He's not here when it's raining. He just doesn't want to get wet. Went to shit, had no tissue while we left when it rained and came back. Man got creative, what can we say? So once again, speak to this lad. Threaten him, find out that Haruka was seen in a park, and as you can see, all three parks on the map, unlike K1 where you only have the initial two, so we know from that, we obviously know which one she's in, or which one we have to go to. First one again, yes. What was I going to say? So we want to go to the park, and just as we get to the park, we're going to be equipping the knuckles, and we're also going to be re-equipping the beads. Should I be equipping the bell here? Because the notes say beads. The notes say beads, but I'm going to assume bell. Yeah. Okay. Oh well. Put that on immediately. So this is the MIB, the Mysterious Organization. we're going to be trying to group all of them up at the top with the stairs. There they are. So, I'm going to put on our belt. Alright, I have the golf club in my inventory now. I should get rid of that. I love the upstairs animation. Please excuse me. Ow. So just try and basically group everybody up. Whack into all of them if you can. Obviously, gun guys, you know the drill. Like this guy moving away. The stairs make this a really much more easier fight to digest just because you can get everybody together. My dude. Whew. Right. This is where we go back to Purgatory, isn't it? Okay, this is where we have to do a sub-story. This one we specifically want to do. And we also want to do... We want to do the guy in front of the main tower first, don't we? Yes. Okay. This is where the run gets a little bit of RNG. This is where things could potentially go horrifically wrong. By horrifically wrong, I mean... What we're going to do is we're going to go to the gambling hall. Now, you might remember in K1, I've always said the gambling hall doesn't matter because we don't use our chips for anything. We do OG1. This is important. So, there is a little bit of RNG to this. We want to hopefully come out with a certain amount of chips. Now, unlike K1, this isn't rigged. So there is a chance that this could go very badly wrong. If it does go very badly wrong, the only difference is going to be that we have one less sword later on in the run, which is very bad. Speak to you. These guys are causing a fuss. Deal with them. Okay. Make sure we do the thing. Cool. Well, you managed to get surrounded with both 100k and 300k checks. So if you're short on chips, you just buy the chips for sure. Oh! Huh. Well, that's kind of neat. It's actually really kind of neat. So he gives us some more money. That's going to give us enough to get into the gambling hall. But first, we're going to go over to the Millennium Tower. There's one more person we want to speak to. Very important for this guy. Ooh. Spoke to me instantly. 3-7 is the option you want. This guy's off to gamble on some horse racing. He's going to get some winnings later on that we're going to use to purchase our good old card for Shangri-La. That shit. It's one of those things, isn't it? So, should just be enter the gambling den, I assume. So we're coming in here a couple of times during the run. That second door we just passed is one of the most important doors. You're not the guy I want to speak to, is it? There we are. Don't want to speak to anyone. Again, K1 on the brain. So, for the first couple of bets, we're going to be betting max. So we want to bet as much. This is why you don't spam circle, folks. I hope I lost. I fucking won. It's fine. It's fine. We'll rectify it with the next ones. Shouldn't be spamming at all here. Watch me fucking lose. Watch me fucking lose. Watch me fucking lose. Yeah, that's the reason why K1 on PC is stupid, is that for some reason you don't actually, like, you're not supposed to lose, but you do. It's really stupid, but it's fine. Definitely not going to be fighting this guy. He has prototype Majima tattoo. God. The gambling hall fight in this game is... It's not great. I'd say it's not as frustrating as K1's, although... It's probably around the same. Like, it's probably around the same level of frustration. But it's not as bad because there's not two bosses, only one. Which is nice. Haruka, it's never explained how Haruka is such a god at gambling, but she is. So ideally I wanted about 8k chips at the end of this. That's no longer going to happen. I've done fucked up. I've very much done fucked up. So I'm probably going to be down a sword at the end, which sucks. Floor is not flat. Yeah. Good old tatami mats. Okay, so yeah, deal with the minions first. Okay, this one, we don't bet full on. Man, I am down a lot of chips because of that. Well, as I said, it was always going to be a little cursed this first run, so it's fine. It's fine. So I'm just going to bet 10 chips, because obviously I'm not going to bet when it's a guaranteed loss. Okay. I don't know why there's yelling, but I hear a lot of yelling right now. Cool. Just checking the notes real quick. Stick right on Nakamichi. I don't know where I'm going, but I'm going this way. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know where the gambling guy went. But honestly, do that again in the future, please. Not what I wanted. I don't want this sword. Sir, take this sword. It's your sword. Sir, fuck off. Sir, fuck off. Get out of here. So I'm gonna try and grab him. I might recognize his moveset, by the way. So I can do this. I can get enough heat to do... I can get enough heat to do the actual heat attack. I fucked up with my... Did I unequip my knuckles? I did, good. That's what I wanted to check, because I wasn't sure if I accidentally used them or not. I accidentally fucked up my first bet tap, that's why. Yeah, that's why I fucked up. It's on me. It's absolutely on me. So, yeah. Yeah, I bet 10 by accident. I was spamming fucking circle like an idiot. So I'm gonna be down like 2 swords or something. So we're gonna go back in. Because speaking of swords, what I want to do is I want to make sure that's equipped, that's dropped on the ground. Now you'll see there'll be a couple of extra NPCs here who weren't here before. Want to purchase with our chips the... You? Yep, 1, 2, 3. Yep. 980. This is the cursed Mugetsu. This is a sword. Very strong sword. Okay. Stick right on Nakamichi. I have a thing that says stick right on Nakamichi, so I'm going to stick right on Nakamichi. I don't know why I've wrote stick right on Nakamichi, but I'll stick right on Nakamichi. I assume it's a message from myself to watch out for fight spawns. Yeah, that guy. Yeah, that guy! Thank you, past self. Appreciate it. But yeah, you're only supposed to be able to hold 3 weapons, but as long as you've got 1 weapon equipped, it doesn't count as like an equipment slot. It should be first one. Yep. Okay. Cool. Right, Shindo time. So, this fight's not as easy as it is on K1, but it's also not actually that hard. The only downside to this fight is that you can get fucked over by OG1's targeting. What we want to do here is only aim for Shindo. Ironically enough. Fight spawn in front of the poppy tissue guy. Fight spawn there. I'm not seeing one, he says. I'm not seeing a fight spawn. You'll see a fight spawn? I've already walked past it. He doesn't matter to me. He doesn't exist. Fight spawn doesn't matter. The ones on Tenkaichi in this game are very, very dodgeable, which is nice. I wish they were dodgeable in the rest of the actual fucking series. Alright, so for the first Serena fight, we're going to obviously use our Knuckles. So our Knuckles are very, very good for this fight. So while I'm here, let me change... where are we? Beads to bell. Oh, wait. So yeah, for this fight, we punch. He's not dead. Shit. Man's resilient. Man's resilient. Hot damn. Alright, so. We're going to be equipping the first of our Cursed Mugetsus, and we're going to try and stunlock Shindo. Sword versus sword. So. Bad on my part. It's very bad on my part. Now, your hits on the Cursed Mugetsu do go down when you do actual hits. That's bad. Shindo's gonna hit me, isn't he? Still more hits, idiot. Fucked it. Nope, fucked it. God damn it. Yeah. Yep. Yep. It's not a hard fight, but I fucked it up. So, yeah. So this fight sucks. This fight genuinely can suck. So, let's try that again. Dodges at the start. Fuck you, dude. Again, the trouble is the ads, as you can see, can knock you completely out of combo. That's how it's supposed to go. Not perfectly, but that's how it's supposed to go. That simple. that simple. As I said, not as easy as K1's, but it's also not supposed to be that hard. Shindo is just a pain. The targeting in the game is a pain, and Shindo is a pain. So, back over to Purgatory we go. Again, watch out for fight spawns as we go down. First option to get back to the forests. Spoilers for the Kwamis. Yes, because the Kwamis are literally based off this game. So, yes. Very much so. So, if you remember K1, and you remember what's about to happen, we're supposed to go and fight all of the color gangs. Or, or, fuck that, and we just go after the white gang. Again, OG1 cuts out the fluff. So, we're just gonna run down, if I can actually control properly, thank you. We're just gonna run down here. You'll know where Shiraki is. It's usually a fight spawn, yeah, right there. Yep. It's the one I was aware of. Definitely because I almost ran into him in my practice. For good old Shiraki, we're going to focus on Shiraki with just the Curse Mugetsu. Again, surprise, I know. Thankfully, I've already got it in my hands. Thankfully, I've missed. Thankfully, he's hit me. Fart jacket, by the way, on the right. Go next to, yeah, right there. The infamous fart. I hate him when he does this. I loathe him when he does this. Don't want to be hitting. So when enemies grab you as well, you do drop your weapons. So just be aware of that. Oh my fucking god! I'm getting my ass kicked. Oh my god. Man. Targeting is fucking me right now. Alright, so the next fight is an interesting fight. I'm going to be putting on my knuckles. So we've basically skipped one of the gang fights that we're supposed to do because we went straight and obviously fought him. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to be putting on our knuckles. Because we're going to want to deal with a couple of ads coming up in this next fight. We're going to be going and taxiing, of course. And this is the next fight where you're potentially, please, going to be seeing an out-of-bounds trick. I pulled it off once in practice, so fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. Unfortunately, I might need to get a little bit of health. Because we're going to be intentionally taking a hit to the face. I want the second option to this taxi. Yep. That's the first option to Nakamichi. Right, again, be careful of fight spawns here. Especially on the left. Okay. Cool. Cool. Yep. Hello. You're not a bother. Respect that. Once. But there is something real cool coming up in a second. Something real cool coming up in a second. Hello, red guy. Someone's getting punched. Someone's getting very punched. Alright. Because the nice thing is, the chapter after this one, we're going to be doing our body upgrades anyway, so if we need some upgrades for HP now, it's fine. Should have done the heat attack there, honestly, but he can get up. Again, I don't think I need the spare EXP from the heat attacks, because I've just done so many extra fights. So, really hope I don't fuck this next part up. So, we're going to be going and seeing the rest of the red gang down the bottom. The Akai brothers, those two. So, what we want to do at the start of this next fight is we want to deal with the ads first, and then hopefully you're going to get to see some magic. Because this, I know how this works, but it's a little dumb. It's good, but it's a little dumb. Alright, so ads first. That's the important part. Thankfully, this guy doesn't have breaker style in this game. Not that you'll see it. I don't really want to hit the guy. I want to hit these guys. Thank you. But yeah, if I need to grab a couple of upgrades, which I might in a second here, looking at my HP. Yeah, I'm going to, for safety, just grab a couple of body upgrades. We were gonna level this up on the start of the next one anyway to like a level 8, so I can afford to get a couple of upgrades here. And while I'm here, should be fine. I don't know if I have to take the knuckles off, but. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go to the bottom of these stairs, guard. Now we need a little bit of luck here because we need the large lad to grab us. Is this a good place? Wait for it. And there he fucking goes. Yep, that's it. So the heat attack displaces him out of bounds and man fucking leaves. Shit, I didn't do that. Come on. Man just leaves. Man just, he's gone. Man's gone. Like, yeah, like, the heat attack basically pushes him, as far as I'm aware, the heat attack pushes him out of the bounds of where the actual fight is because you do it in that spot. And because of that, man falls through the floor. And, of course, he dies. That's it. So when I say that Yakuza 5 is the only one with out of bounds, I lie, by the way. OG1 technically has an out of bounds, it's just, we're not the ones doing it. It's that guy. But it's so fun to see that. Like, it's so really good fun to see that. The trouble is, obviously, you have to take a hit or two. Is the second option? It is. I'll make sure. Entire bags on base, shit, escaping grabs. Fair enough. To be fair, you have to be very quick at the mashing for the grabs in this game. Like, to be fair, like, you have to be very quick at it. Like, if you're not prepared for it, you can get fucked. Speaking of get fucked, Date, get fucked. I'm sorry I picked the wrong option. I'm spamming too hard. Fuck off, Shmano. Oh yeah, it doesn't give you a save prompt. I forgot. Good. So, time for the restaurant. So, I'm going to be quick swapping back to my knuckles, and I'm also going to be leveling body up to 8. Hopefully I have enough for this. It's usually 39 bits of experience, if I remember rightly, and I've already put a few in, so I don't know my actual numbers, but looking at the fact I got 33, I think we're okay. I think we're more than okay. We're not. We're actually not. Never mind. I'm lying. I should be on the stairs for these guys. Like, I should be, like, pushing them up here. Because then they obviously all get together. And makes everything a lot easier. Excuse me. So as soon as I hit 17, I will get the next upgrade very, very quickly. I want to be, like, a bit more up the stairs. Probably on the other side where they all are, actually, instead of the side. So, the reason why I'm down on the XP is not enough heat moves so far. Should be good for this side. I honestly like this bit more than K1's. It's not as annoying. Oh, excuse me. So, definitely want to get this. So, this gets us more damage with our heat. It's basically the same one we had earlier. About to get punched from behind. Fuck you. Okay. If you're wondering why no Cursed Mugetsu, that's because we used the last Cursed Mugetsu against Lao Karlong. And then the bit after this is the bit I fucking hate. The bit that I actually, like, really like. So you are. Thank you. It's not that hard to hit that guy, I guarantee you. Who's alive? You're alive. Come here. Okay. Right. Onwards to the next part. Okay, so for this one, we're going to actually be grabbing enemies and doing heat actions on like the counters and stuff, so I'm going to be taking my knuckles off. The man walked in here and locked the door. Because all the enemies here, as you can see, have a lot more HP. You want to use the counter ones because they do way more damage than obviously your down one like that. Try and be in the middle. Ow. That's not what I want. I don't want no bloody bottles, thanks. I guess I'm gonna put them down for a second. It's fine. Get out of here. Again, I'm not playing patient enough again. Everyone is like really like away from each other at the moment. Come on. There we go. Why am I running on him on that? Come here. You can go. I missed my timing. It's been so long since I've done one of those. Come here, you. One of these days I won't fuck up the QTE. Come here. No, not you. QTE's in this video game. Alright, you heck off the both of you. You don't want to come over here? Thanks. Thank you. Jeez. Hey, listen, if we're gonna do this, I'm just gonna smack you against this. It's not the greatest one, but you know, that's okay. Christ, that was bad. Alright. Cursed Mugetsu. Now, specifically for Lao Karlong, we're only going to want to do 2 hits, not the full 3. If we do the 3 hits, he's going to escape this stun lock. I probably don't have enough hits on this sword, which... we'll see. Lao Karlong is a bit more of a pain in OG1 than he is in K1, but he's not... Shut my mouth. That's free, you moron. Keeps the days, he moves into the next phase and then loses it. Should have done the heat attack, honestly. Yeah. You know what? I'm just going to do the heat attack. I lose a bit of my damage and I lose him out of the combo, so it's probably not the best, but... I brought my Mugetsu on him. That's good. That's good. That's like the last place you want to use those last Mugetsus anyway. Now I don't have to do that bad. But I don't actually have to do an extra menu because of that. That's fine. I hate this bit. So this bit on K1 is vastly, vastly better than OG1. Mostly because of the fact that, you know, K1 has this. A fucking mouse. You don't get that luxury with this video game. I hate this bit with a fucking passion. That's it, please. There's a van right there, my dude. So wait till you get them close. You'll know when to shoot. Try not to miss like me. Otherwise, this happens. Now you can zoom in a little bit. You can turn left and right. That's going to become a thing in a minute. It's very, very different than the car chase you will remember from K1. My problem is that my buttons are starting to stick on this DualShock. That's really not good. I've mentioned this before. This is really not good. I'm upset. So unfortunately, the cars will go a bit far away if, you know, you're bad. Hi, that's me. You do have to wait for them to get a bit closer, unfortunately, before being able to shoot. Again, it's like the earlier parts. Be a bit more patient than I'm being. Just be more patient than I'm being. That's it in a nutshell. If you mean the thing on the Discord XPlay, don't worry about it. I'm getting real tired of it, to be honest. I didn't want to have to fucking turn there, but I did. Give me back my mouse control. I'm nothing without it. I'm a COD champion on mouse and keyboard, not on controller, thanks. Yeah, my triangle button is actually starting to stick in, which is not good. I might actually have to buy a bloody... I might have to buy a new DualShock. Sucks. Here comes the van. There goes the van. Please. Yay. Dear. It's fine. This gun at least has 10 bullets rather than the 13 or however many from K1. My god. Okay, my buttons are sticking. This is really bad. Also, I got bad aim. That's the other part. No, you can't now. That's why you have to specifically wait. Okay, so when the boss turns up here, just aim for him. Unlike K1, you just take care of the boss, try and guess which one it is. Real hard to tell, but I know. You just have to focus on him. So there is, again, speed up parts in this. I hit it, nice. Hatred for this. Why is my triangle button sticking? Why is my triangle button sticking, please? I'm just gonna aim this way. I'm sure nothing could go wrong there. I do not know why my triangle button is sticking, but I don't like this. I won't have to buy another DualShock 3. They're expensive these days. Ugh. Terrible. I don't think it's sub 230 anymore. Cool. Okay, so we want to grab 3 more cursed Mugetsu on the way. So here's the nice thing about, again, OG1. We don't have to bother with following a set route here. We just go to the place, which is nice. So, again, thankfully, I've used up all of Sword, so I don't actually have to worry about, you know. I do have to equip my Knuckles, though. That is true. I do have to equip my Knuckles. But don't have to worry anymore about obviously, any Sword stuff for now. Well, the DS3, this DS3 has been, my initial, like, my initial DualShock 3 that I bought. It's lasted a very long time, to be fair. Like, to be fair, it's lasted an exceptionally long time. Energy bloodstains, again, we don't actually have to follow the bloodstains precisely, unlike K1, where you have to follow the general road. I forgot these guys were here. Should have gone the other way. There's another one in front of me as well, by the way. Should I have the beads on in this part? I don't know if I'm supposed to have the beads on this part, but I'm actually just going to put the beads on. Just so I don't get into any more bloody fights. Hey. Alright, so as I said, we're going to head over to the gambling hall. Grab ourselves a couple of more cursed Mugetsus. What? I should have enough for this lot. Should. Hi. I would like to buy 3 more swords, please. I'm going to become your best sword person. Okay, so I'm down 2,000 chips for the last set. Okay. 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 I'm sure this is fine. I'm sure this is fine. Wait, do I speak to... No. That's next chapter, that's fine. Trying above dead souls. Actually, you do. Alright, they're solid. I forgot. I do love this area more in OGK1 as well, where everything's like all busted up and stuff like that. It's kind of cool. Okay, put back on my bell. Wait. Okay, so the nice thing is you can pretty much ignore everything on the first floor and quite a few things on the second. There will be a point where, fun fact, that bit is not skippable. That cutscene is not skippable in K1. They made it into an in-game cutscene, it's not skippable. So for the majority of this part, we can just walk past the enemies, which is kind of nice. Again, unlike K1. Like, K1 has gun strats now, so it's not like you stay here too much. Didn't get grabbed. Cool. Did get grabbed. Not cool. Did I go the wrong way? I think I went the wrong way, you know. Was this the one where we have to fight them? I genuinely do not remember. There's one place you have to fight. By God, I do not remember where that is. It ain't here. Go the wrong way. Again, K1 very much on the brain. Supposed to go up another floor, that's right. K1 on the brain, yeah, you just go up another floor. And that's different, because you go this way. Oh, fucking damn it. Excuse me. Thank you. There it is. Yeah. Yeah, K1 on the brain has made me completely forget the actual direction I'm supposed to go. Face something we fight these guys because this door's locked. No, it's not. I'm stupid. Well, that door's locked, yes. So I was right. Now we should be able to just carry on. Cool. It's not another up, is it? No, it's this one. K1 has clearly poisoned my mind. Damn you, K1. How could you? Thankfully, we just go up this way. Unlike K1. The rooftops are all linear. We just go straight over. The rooftops are the same as K1, thank God. Make sure you get the jump prompt rather than the spin prompts. We don't want to use up one of our knuckle uses. There are good places to use the spin of the knuckles. I'm not fully aware of where those are, so. Camera? Curious? One or the other? Thanks. That's it. That's it. Okay, so for good old Arasy, it is sword time. Please stop walking into everybody else. Thank you. It's bad. I don't want him to break out of this corner. Not great. Could have done that better. Could have done that better. I earned a trophy. I've earned a trophy. Good. I did the rest of this on a fucking different account, I think, because I accidentally I redid all of my accounts for my Japanese and my US accounts. I forgot to split, whatever. And basically I did my safety saves on my Japanese one. Yeah. So, oops. Oops. So it's weird because I have Kenzan saves on my normal account and I have bloody HD1 on my Japanese account. So I don't know. Now, don't you anno me. I'm leaving. I'm gonna put the bloody beads on because I just don't want to deal with fight spawns at this point. I just don't, so. Don't walk into Don Quixote! I'm getting DMCA'd! Leave me alone. Stop it! Stop it! Fun fact, I had a DMCA on one of my original Yakuza 2 VODs because of Don Quixote. So, good. Glad Don Quixote's gone. I walked past you. Fuck you, my dude. Was I supposed to go the other way? Right, if you're fucking with me like this, then you're getting the knuckle. Right, this is where we go back to the horse betting guy. That's right. Should I... Considering my... No, go away. I did the wrong one. Fuck. Considering I used my... I don't have that many chips. I didn't use that much sword. Should I just use the knuckles on the path or go for the sword? So I'll still keep my heat from this because I ended it with a heat fight. Some stories in Yakuza 1 don't last too long, thankfully. Okay, so if you remember, you know what's coming up next. We need to get the card for Shangri-La. Kiryu looks so uncomfortable here. So, we need to get the passport for her. It's not the way out, is it? Oh, it's fine, fuck. This is the way to the bathroom. Okay, so we're just gonna walk through town. Shouldn't have to worry about fight spawns because I've got the other thing on. Cool. Hello? Hello, walk against that truck, sure. I don't think it's going to be sub 230. I think it's a bit too late. We'll see. And Jewel's right here. Jewel is in the middle instead of on a corner. Just remember that. any places you thought you knew where they were? No, they're slightly over a little bit. I did not. Oh. So, hey, guess what? Here's these two. Still rocking that floral shirt. Off they go. So, come out the cutscene. Cool. Did not mash hard enough to clip, no. You can actually go slightly out of bounds in that cutscene. Literally. By mashing hard enough. So, it's not a big thing because obviously you just walk towards the door anyway and then just like go through it when you're in out of bounds, but it's there. So we're gonna go back and talk to the horse betting guy here, who's gonna be all like, "Hey yo, you got me winnings. Here you go, bud. Thanks." Why do I feel like I'm down on money? I feel like I'm actually down on money. It shouldn't be. Either way. Because of my lack of chips, it's probably best to change my fucking mind using the rest of this. Please hit the right guy, Kiryu. Thanks. Aim for the main guy. And now the rest of the fuckers. Put my knuckles back on. I should have the bell on. That's why everyone is going fucking mental right now. That is absolutely why everyone's going fucking mental. Well, I'm probably just getting back up immediately. So... Is this where OG1 takes us back to the club? Yeah. So again, OG1 takes you, like, back to the club. In K1, you would run across town here and have to worry about Majima. So, you know, once again, points to OG1. And now we run back down south again.
Boy.
I forgot. I changed back to the bell. Shit! I looked at the guy, and I just wasn't paying attention. Maybe sometimes fail to remove random encounters. No, they're not correct. Yeah. It's good to know. It's good to know to, you know, be on my feet just in case. Okay, I do have enough money. Yeah, I got my 32k. My 320k. I was very worried for a second. Like, I thought I only had, like, 260k for some reason. But no, we got the money. We're good. We're still good. Which leaves me with about 20k for chips. Is 20k enough for 2,000 chips? Because if so, I can get the swords that I need. Because we spend 300k on the Shangri-La Pass. I'm down 2,000, exactly 2,000 chips. Ironically enough. Can I speak to you? Did I just fuck myself? Oh, good. I'll get back after him. Oh, right. For the mashing parts, because obviously my left hand is my more dominant hand, not my right hand, what I'm doing is I'm literally taking my hand off of the control stick to go and mash. To the MEB. To the MEB. You'll know this part. This part's nice this time, because we don't have to worry about bloody Majima. You know? It's very nice. Play chips them, my wrist for the best. That's nice. Good. That's not too bad then. Alright, because it's the money Yuya gives you, isn't it?
Yeah.
Mib. Hot Men's Station. There we go. Beautiful. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. And now, unlike K1, we don't get this really weird bit where it goes very out of character for Kiryu and he watches Majima get shot. Majima is still technically out of the picture in OG1. No idea where he is after he got stabbed in the batting center. In K1, they have to have him around for the Majima Everywhere stuff, so he makes a miraculous recovery. But in OG1, the way that it should be is that he is in the hospital getting treated for the stab wound, not for much longer. Definitely not for much longer. Okay, so grab Haruka, and it's off to Shangri-La, where there are very clever and hilarious Majima strats. Whether I pull them off correctly, that's to be seen. I like the Majima strats. They are a little crazy. The wacky adventure goes on between chapter 5 and 11. Poor Nishida again. Okay. This is where we punch a statue. This is where I equip the right thing. Excuse me. We aren't getting too many fights in here, do we? So, I could put the sword on now. Yeah. Face it, I can just put the sword on now. Okay, so... Y'all know what Shangri-La is like. The place looks very nice. Hard to believe it's been in disrepair since this game. Poor Shangri-La. Poor Shangri-La. Thankfully, the run through Shangri-La is exactly the same as it is in K1, so... No creepy Haruka cutscene, unfortunately. Okay, so... You're gonna like the Majima strats. The Majima strats are great. Different camera angle this time. I'm gonna use the item box. Don't get close to the item box, moron. Okay. In the dumpster neighborhood. It's true. The Kiwami ones are the games that you should... Thanks. The Kiwamis are probably the ones you should try first, just because they're a lot more accessible. For the original games, you would have to either import the PS3 versions on PSN or physical disc, or get your hands on the PS2 versions, which are... I think they're ridiculously rare at this point, so... Yeah. Alright, so here's the Majima strat. Majima strat is a good strat. So, here's what we're gonna do with our sword. Yeet it. Pick it up. Miss an attack and let him get away. Good job, idiot. Do it again. Unfortunately, he's not in the corner anymore. That's not what I want to do. I want to wait a second. I fucked it. I have fucked it. Good. Get him while he's laughing. Really? Is it the 2-hit combo for Majima? Because it won't leave him... Yeah. I guess the 2-hit combo. I should be a bit more careful. Not a good first phase. Majima still punches the floor through. It's not a Kiwami thing. I missed my action. That's not good. Either way, throw sword. Find sword. Oh, fuck. Where the fuck did my sword go? That's a pipe. Is it back here? It is. Shit. How did I die? It's a Majima of all people. Bad fight. Bad fight. No, K2 on PS5 does not do 60 FPS. None of the games get an FPS boost. Like, none of them get an FPS boost at all. They just run better. They run smoother. They do not get an FPS boost. I can confirm I've tried them. Like, I own them. I have tried them. They do not get an FPS boost. Like, on Xbox they do, so you might be thinking of Xbox, but they don't on PS5. PC version does. Like, the PC versions are obviously way better, but the PS5 versions do not, because they are just the PS4 versions, and they're locked. And I can guarantee that, because I've tried them, and of course I've tried Judgment as well, and it's exactly the same there. You would hope that they would patch them on PS5, because they did on Xbox, but I think Microsoft... I don't know if Microsoft is paying for that kind of patches. I'm not 100% sure. I might be wrong on that. Here's the plot, by the way. Jingu's a bad guy. There's your plot. That's it. that's your plot. But yeah, if they have an FPS boost, it's only on Xbox. They don't on behind me. Yeah. They don't on PlayStation, unfortunately. Microsoft do it themselves, just ask permission to do that. Interesting. Okay. So for this fight, we're either going to be chucking the large lads off the edge, or we're just going to be using our knuckles. I'm probably just going to chuck them off the edge. So I can get my hands on a large lad, take him to the respective side. Should just chuck someone else off, but you know. Oh, he's got no HP. Okay, that knuckle time. I haven't spun anyone yet, so I could spin Shimano if he gets to be a problem. Shimano gets to be a problem. I could. No, aim on frame rate is fine on PS4 Pro and PS5. It's just base PS4 that it's a problem. Actually, I'm not sure about that. I might be wrong on PS4 Pro, but it's definitely fine on PS5. So yeah, for good old Shimano here, we're going to take off the knuckles, and we're just going to do full combos. Shimano sucks. Not happy with you going away, Kiryu. Please stop focusing on the other guy. Whatever. It's fine. That is fine. Okay, finale time. I may only have to buy 2 swords actually, because I still have 1 unused sword, question mark? Actually, I'll be using it here, won't I? Or at least I'll be using a sword here. Yeah. Once again, it drags us inside. Appreciate that. Where is Kazuki? Where are you, bud? I've lost him. There he is. Right, he's in the doorway this time. Okay, let's do this. Okay, so. Third wave, big black coat guy. Gotcha. So let's wallop out Knuckles again. That guy's a pain. This guy's a pain. I'm gonna get behind me, eh? Wait, sir? Sir, you can't magic pixels, ain't no Dark Souls. Sir? So I want to use the Mugetsu on that guy. But first, ads! So actually the knives wouldn't be too bad here, would they? Hello, sir. I have a sword for you. close. Got too close. Okay. So for this next one, we're going to use up all the rest of the sword that we have. We're in the party watching this run. I do apologize. I did have a nice cup of tea myself before this run, which was quite nice. Who messing with me back there? I hear you. Okay, I'll just put my knuckles on. I know I've got one more sword left. I should have just... Oops. I mean to spin you, but I spun you. You're welcome. Hey, no more taser. Put that down. Honestly, I'm surprised the gun guys never gave me any grief there. Okay. Yeah, very surprised they never actually gave me any grief. Okay. Don't ask me why I'm putting that back on. We get rid of the sword. And then we run over to the gambling hall, where there's a fight spawn in my way. Seriously? Lucky bees do nothing. Ah. That would explain that. Okay. Fair enough. Put the bell back on then. Well, that's a couple of extra fights. Starting to wonder if it's gonna be 245. I don't think it is, you know. This triangle button. It stays stuck in for like an extra second after like being pressed. This is not good. This is really not good. I'm going to have to get a new dual shock. Man. Is that fight spawn up there? And over here, this guy, fuck you. Forgot I had to stay at the bottom part. Stay at the bottom part for this one. Fuck. I even have on my notes hard left Tenkaichi stick bottom on the stick bottom right on the screen transition. Yeah. I didn't even read my notes because I made a note specifically about this bit. Yep. I made a note specifically about this bit. Balls. Okay, which is the NPC I can buy chips off of? Is it the first one? First one left? Yeah, that's what I thought. Good. Hello. I need 2 of these, please. Thank you. Should be enough. Just. Literally by 30. Good. Nice. Nice. Almost perfect math, cough. Is there an enemy in front of the main tower? Am I crazy? No, I'm crazy. Okay. Probably thinking of 3 or something. Alright. Yeah, we have to actually go down, don't we? So, as I said earlier, this layout of the Millennium Tower being a bit different is going to be a little weird. Use the guns they drop. Fair enough. Fair enough. I'm just leaving. I can't because I have no item source. I guess I should be using a cursed Mugetsu here then. I've forgotten what I'm supposed to do here. Yes, it's finale. Oh, I forgot to split. Neat. That's the wrong button for sure. Shit. No, I forgot to split. I went up the wrong stairs. No, actually, no, that's fine. We have to go take care of them later. Fuck you.
Hey Fu, loving the OG run.
I'm glad. I've begun to think of the 5 months. I appreciate it. I'm semi-enjoying it. I'm actually enjoying it. Good. Okay, so I wanna go down. Fight these guys. Shot in the back a little bit. Miss that guy. Punch the back of the head by him. Get punched again by him. Get that guy. Fuck all of you right now. I am going to turn around and get sword out if you don't calm down. Gun guy in case he tries some shit again. You stop that. Yep. So now we need to go over to the other side, but unlike K1 where there's a adjoining part, there isn't here. Are they down here? What the hell, y'all? I'm not complaining, but the hell, y'all? Okay. Sure. The hell, y'all? No. Alright. Alright, here we go. So, old Ojingu isn't actually that bad. It's a little different, obviously. We don't try and one-shot him because we can't. But Ojingu actually isn't that bad. So, you get angry PS2 Kiryu that just looks like he's pouting a bit. I am the third chairman of the Dojo clan. Damn. Thank you, man. I should probably be using the Curse Mugetsu, but it's fine. We should be able to sub 245 this. Should. Alright, here we go. So, it's Ojingu time. There he is. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna start off by going after Ojingu, of course. With the minions out, we're gonna be using our knuckles on them. I'm gonna miss again completely, because that's what you do. It's important that you miss. It's supposed to be RNG to put Jingu in the right position. You're not supposed to get hit this many times, though. That's... Who shot me? You know what? I would love... Jingu, if you were to get into this corner, I'd love that. Oh, you're up here. Ooh. Okay. Oh, that's right. The corner can actually make you miss. That's fine. I'll take that. That's okay. I'll take that. Sure. Sure. It's okay. So. Wait, do I have to take care of these guys? Well, I didn't. Maybe I do. I'm gonna take care of them with the sword. I get shot. You alive? I don't know. I think so. Yeah, I didn't think I had to either, but oh well. So, Ojingu could have just left, you know, but decides not to. I guess because the money is here after all. Alright, so you can see the HP bars. It is Ojingu time. So, much like the other boss fights, Much like the other boss fights that we've done so far, the obvious strategy is to ignore the minions and go straight for Ojingu. Grab some healing items because my health is looking pretty good right now. Excuse me, stomach. Thank you. So yeah, here's Ojingu. He's not great, but he's not the worst. The minions, however, the minions can fuck right off. That's bad. That's a shame. This was almost a good Ojingu. This was almost a very good Ojingu, but he got up. That's a shame. Honestly, like, that could have been very good, but it's fine. And now for the final fight, which... This can get weird. This can get weird. So, stomach, please. What's going on down there today? Good old Nishiki. Sorry, Nishiki, I have a sword. I'm not even holding it correctly. Fuck, Nishiki. Don't ask me why I'm doing this. I should have the other sword on at this point. Kick him through the door! I got stuck in the door! No! Shit! Oh yeah, here's the hyper armor. Sometimes his hyper armor allows him to just, you know, not give a fuck. Just in case. I'm just gonna heal. That's the end of the run. There's no epic QTE here. Not in OG Yakuza 1. Not in OG Yakuza 1. You don't get cool cutscenes here. You just get hitting Nishiki, who sometimes decides, hey, I've got unlimited hyper armor. Fuck your face. That's Nishiki in a nutshell. So the first run, if I can cut out all of those, fight spawns, that's sub 230 quite easily. God damn.